शुरू हो चुकी है। अब आप अपने दोबारा यूट्यूब स्टूडियो के अंदर आ जाएं। यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं, इसको मैं रिफ्रेश करता हूँ। जैसे मैं रिफ्रेश करता हूँ एंड हियर यू गो, मेरी लाइव स्ट्रीम हो चुकी है शुरू। यहाँ पर ये देखिए, आपके सामने लाइव यहाँ पर स्क्रीन आ जाती है। जैसे ही मेरी लाइव स्क्रीन आती है मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ। लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग हो रही है क्रिकेट मैचेस की एंड हियर आर द रिजल्ट। 150 स्कोर हो चुके हैं। इसको मैं जूम करके भी दिखा देता हूँ। यहाँ पे देखिए, इसको बड़ा करता हूँ। 150 स्कोर हो चुके हैं, 5 आउट हो चुके हैं, 50 स्कोर हो चुके हैं। इसको मैं लाइव जाने के बाद इसको मैं देखिए 151 स्कोर हो गए हैं। अभी देखिए मैं आपको ये दिखा भी देता हूँ। 151 स्कोर वेबसाइट के ऊपर भी हैं, इधर भी 151 स्कोर और 5 आउट हैं। आप देख रहे हैं लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग शुरू हो चुकी है। अब देखें ये वाली सारी की सारी स्क्रीन लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग शुरू हो चुकी है। अब देखें ये वाली सारी की सारी स्क्रीन लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग शुरू हो चुकी है। अब देखें ये वाली सारी की सारी स्क्रीन
Soumya Sarkar, he's got 2 ducks in the Champions Trophy. Both came against India. Dressing room at the moment. The scene presentation.
Cup in India. Just getting back.
And looking a lot younger. Popular man in the dressing room. Yeah, how India missed him on the tour of Australia. The Bumrah firing the way he did, if Shami was around, it would have been a handful. But this young kid is coming along nicely. It's 4 matches for him. He's already shown that he likes the big stage, likes bowling in tough situations.
To use the odd short ball against him, or because he just flicks it in the air behind square. Talking of flicking it in the air, that is exactly what Shanto did. It wasn't a drive ball, as with the first wicket, it was driving on the up.
It looks like a well-oiled machine now. India having played recently against England, some T20 games, one-day international, pretty much the same set of players that played all those 8 matches. There's something to cheer very early for the Indian fans. That's in the air, just short, good short ball.
Yeah, that is the plan. 2 for 2 after 2. Leg gully, all the analysis now, and all these sides play against each other. They want to go hard and short, whereas
He's got broad shoulders, he's got a good short ball, he can hurry you. And has a good short delivery because the line is good, he can be awkward. Here's Shami.
Yeah, what is noticeable is that there's also a hint of movement. We spoke about the length, not a drivable length for both the batters who are already back in the hut. So it's important for someone like Tanzir Hassan Tamim and Madison Miraj, who's been sent at number 4, to just make sure that they don't lose another wicket. Look at that, that's not a drivable length at all. And there is hint of movement on both. Look how wide that is. I know it's a very good catch, but that ball should have been left alone.
So Mohammad Shami just using the angle, not giving the left-handers any room. Stock delivery is the one he looked to angle into the left-hander. And if it straightens from there, it can be a very good variation. Some milestones coming up. Mushfiqur Rahim needs 1/2 century for 50 in one-day internationals. Mohammad Shami 2 wickets for 200 in one-day internationals. And Ravindra Jadeja playing his 200th game. What a cricketer he is. Across formats. That's in the air. That struck well. On the bounce, across the rope.
That's what Shanto wishes he had done, really. You'd have got to try and keep it down or just take the aerial route. Tanzid's done that. No stage is he trying to keep this down. Similar delivery, similar line, and he just said, right, up and over. Take the fielders out of play.
Yes, the first occasion he got width, really. Got a chance to free his arms and he went after it. Oh, lovely shot that is. That's gloriously struck through the covers. Wow.
That is his natural style of play. He likes to dominate. And it's important that he remembers that, yes, they've lost a couple of wickets, but this time around, he's not afraid to go down the wicket, shimmy down the track. Goes to the pitch of the delivery and drives it powerfully through the covers. That is a terrific shot.
He already signs this is a good strip for batting. The ball's coming on to the bat. Good early call. It's good batting. 11 for 2. So Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, they've been around in Champions Trophies before. Both of them, they're in the evening of their careers. They'd like to make a statement here. Virat Kohli already in the thick of things with that catch. Two slips in place now for the left-hander. The umpires for today's game, Adrian Holstock from South Africa. Paul Rifle from Australia. 92nd game for him, so vastly experienced. Lucky he didn't drag it on there. Going to muscle it away on the onside.
Yeah, just tried to overhit. 2 boundaries in the previous over. He didn't overhit. He just lost his shape here a little bit as he pulled it away. His head came up a fraction, nearly dragging it back onto his stumps. India quite keen to use the short ball. It's not the quickest of pitches, but both these batters occasionally, just to keep them honest, the odd short ball. changed to round the wicket, so a left-hander often, when a bowler goes round the wicket, you can see he's changing guard there from middle and leg maybe to middle and off, even off stump occasionally. I've known left-handers. It's gone back over the wicket now.
Good change of pace.
It's so very crucial for Bangladesh to realize that it is a 50-over format. So there's so much time to go and bat through. First and foremost, get set. That is the biggest question for them. If they do get set, then there'll be loads of options for them to score runs.
Has to hurry.
Kuldeep has worked very hard on his fielding in the last couple of years. Just fumbled. Was it the wicket ends there? No, just a bit of spin. Couldn't grab it.
Young man Harshit Rana already showing his skill sets. Good variations in pace. He's not afraid to bowl the short ball. Oh, chance of a run out. Direct hit was what was needed. Shreyas Iyer was the man throwing to the non-striker's end.
Well, he never looked to go for that single, but Tanzit Hassan was out of his tracks very, very quickly. Direct hit would have been gone.
Yeah, I was just wondering if Kuldeep could have got there to the stumps. I think the direct hit was the way to go.
Wide signal. It's a man in a leg gully position, which clearly suggests he's been set there. It's the captain himself for this short stuff every now and then.
Miraz looks like he wants to take it on as well. Which brings Shami into play down at fine leg if he is going to take it on.
It's a big ground, this, especially square on either side. Four overs have been bowled. It's 13 for 2. For 2. Here's Mohammad Shami. Well, it's a good time of the year to be in the United Arab Emirates and Dubai in particular. Nice, pleasant weather, at least till the month of March. April cools down, 28 degrees, not much humidity either. In many ways, it's becoming like a sporting hub. The golf, the tennis, the cricket. Oh, that's clean strike. One bounce over the rope again. Good thing with him is there's no half measures whatsoever.
It's Brave batting, having lost 2 in the first 2 overs. He's not going to hold back. There's nothing wrong with the delivery. There's that hard length from Shami. And he's just decided if it's up, it's off. Lovely strike from Tanzit. Nothing wrong with that shot at all.
It's well played in the end. Very controlled, keeping it to ground. It's Mohammad Shami in business in the first over itself. Hitting the right areas, and with that seam presentation, always getting the odd one to nibble around. And striking with that final ball.
Just looking at the surface, it looks like that the ball is just coming a little bit on a slowish side. So you've got to be spot on as a batter to pick the right one. 3 times you've seen Tanzit Hasan Tamim striking and picking up boundaries, but at times he's also struggled. Whether it's a mirage, especially with the short pitch deliveries. So you've got to be spot on. You've got to get used to these conditions as quickly as possible.
That's a fine shot. Just opening the face of the blade. It's well struck. It's a couple of boundaries in this over.
I needed that just to get off the mark. Beautiful hands. Watch the replay. Watch the way he just opens the bat face right at the end. Waits till it comes underneath him. So that he can get it square up. Just there. Beautiful.
If you're patient enough, if you're willing to spend time in the middle, you will get opportunities like that. That is a very good shot.
So after 5, it's 22 for 2. $22 for 2. Still Harshit Rana.
Inner part of the bat. So indicating the ball not really coming on to the bat. Interesting to see one spin will be introduced here. Picked up a couple of wickets, yes. Bowlers have bowled well, but surely Rohit Sharma with the strength in the spin department will be hoping when is the right time.
Interesting to see how this track plays once the ball gets a little older, loses its hardness. Also, if the spinners will come into play because there's hardly any grass on the surface. It's pretty dry. India having 3 spinners to go to.
And actually, that's been the area of concern for Bangladesh in those middle overs against spin. Their strike rate is low, and then the lack of power hitting towards the end. So Kuldeep and Akshar Patel and Jadeja in those middle overs on a pitch that's dry and bare. Early wicket spinners love that as well, getting his fingers loose.
And seeing this over, 3 slower balls bowled, and he conceals it well. That's up in the air. Kuldeep Yadav cannot get to it. They get a couple of runs to end the over. 6 gone, 26 for 2.
Lost a couple of wickets. Shamashakar without scoring, Shanto without scoring. They've had trouble with their opening combinations in recent times. Just looking up some numbers. 12 opening combinations in their last 41 games, and didn't work today either. It's actually a good point to bring out with 2 openers in our commentary box. Michael Atherton, Sunil Gavaskar joining us. Sometimes you think in white ball cricket it doesn't really matter. I still think there's a sanctity to the 2 people going out first, irrespective of which format you're playing in. And Bangladesh have struggled on that front. Yeah, brilliantly taken. Once again, it's Mohammad Shami who delivers. Mehdi Hasan Miraj threw his bat like a couple of his predecessors had done. It's a good catch.
It's a very good catch. It went quickly because he flashed it this hard. Did Mehdi Mirazi, went hard at it, so it went quickly, and that is a very good catch from Shubman Gill. Just moving to his right, clutching on. A couple of good catches that India have taken as well. Not sure Virat Kohli saw his 2 readily at cover earlier in the day, but they've pouched 3 now. Bangladesh 3 down for 26 in quick time.
in the slips, does Shubman Gill. So that means Tawhid Hridoy has to come in the bat at number 5. Little surprise ahead of Mushfiqur Rahim, but the tendency is if we lose wickets early, Mushfiqur Rahim goes down. So Tawhid Hridoy, heard so much about him over the last couple of years or so. The numbers don't quite bear that out just yet, but there's undoubted talent. Now a second slip. He spent a period out of the slips when he was returning from injury, but you can see the difference when he does go back into the slips.
India's fielding over the last couple of years has risen very, very impressively. Have a look at this catch. He's given it everything. The ball's flying. The timing of the jump is so important. The ball would have travelled to him at great speed, probably even quicker than what Shami had released the ball.
Couldn't agree more. Last night New Zealand put on a virtual show, a demonstration of what a very good fielding side does.
Yeah, we're just talking about the Indian fielding having improved considerably. I do believe that the practice of giving a fielding medal at the end of every match that the fielding coach has instituted is contributing to that, because it's not just given. There's a great deal of leg pulling. He moves around, or whoever he asks to put the medal around the neck. They move around 2-3 other players in the change room, and when they finally put it on the fielder who has won it, there's a great deal of appreciation, a great deal of humor, laughing, and that's exactly what you need. That's the kind of spirit that you want to build in the team.
Now Virat Kohli picking up the first of the 2 catches taken. Shubman Gill the second. It went quickly. Good catch. And 3 early wickets here on a pitch that looks a good one. We've seen very little movement in the air or off the surface, so India will be thrilled to have picked up 3 early ones.
This time he beats the fielder with this support in the deep, so just a single. A lot of trouble, Bangladesh. 7 overs gone, it's 27 for 3. Well, it's good to see the fielders backing up the quick bowlers. 2 good catches today, but I doubt we'll see one to rival what we saw last night from Glenn Phillips.
It's an early candidate for catch of the tournament, wasn't it? Fantastic bit of athleticism from Glenn Phillips at backward point. Wonderful catch.
So 2 good catches, Michael. It's appropriate that the gentleman sitting between us, one's got a player of the match award for his fielding.
First, I know they only got penalised 2 overs in the end, but it's such an important thing. It can be the difference between winning and losing.
Searching for the Yorker. Instead, the ball's travelling to the distant boundary. It might just pull up, actually. That boundary is about 82 metres long. You're playing 2 pitches off centre, so the leg side boundary is very long.
And the outfield here is not as lightning quick as the outfields in India. batters will have to burn their lungs looking for the extra run, the third run, and the field too. Not very happy chasing the ball that distance.
If it was an inter-office tournament, the senior player would never be chasing. Just a slip for the left-hander. He's looked impressive, Tanzid Hassan. Clears the infield again. And does just enough to get there.
Bangladesh had to do something different. They've been kept quiet by the Indian attack. So he had to try and do something different. So he picked the right delivery as well. The slower delivery might have deceived him. But the important thing is that he went through with that chop.
He's already bowled 4 or 5 slower balls. You'll see a lot of those when Hardik Pandya comes in.
Well, Tanzid is the one who has looked confident so far. He's played 3 or 4 eye-catching shots, actually 2 early boundaries through cover, and an excellent straight drive over the top.
Most of the Bangladesh players have a nickname that gets added on to their name. So it's Tanzid Hassan Tamim, which makes me wonder why the original Tamim is not making himself available to play for Bangladesh. I saw some of the scores. He was captaining Fortune Barishal in the Bangladesh Premier League, and he was scoring runs. But if problems at the top, maybe go back to Tamim. 8 gone, 35 for 3. So it must hurt them that one of the most promising players suddenly out of form, left out. Got Liton Kumar Das, went through a phase last year when he was their best white ball batter. So still in Group A. Couple of days of Group B action in Pakistan, then we come back to Dubai. Bangladesh head off. For very deep boundary. His numbers against right-handers are far better than his numbers. Against left, but his captain trusted him to bowl one in the power play with a long on and a deep square. KL Rahul throws up the ball. He's convinced there was something there. Now it's interesting that the bowler didn't think so, but the umpire's lifted his finger, and there's Akshar Patel saying, I didn't know. So he comes on in the power play and he picks up a wicket. And the impressive Tanzid Hassan, he's got to go, or is he? Is he going to review it? Nah, he's going.
It was bizarre because the umpire waited an age. It was a slow death in the end from Paul Rifle. I suspect it was an obvious edge, and therefore Rifle was just waiting for the batter.
Mushfiqur Rahim comes in. One of that great trio of players who started back in 2007. Him, Tamim and Shakib. Tamim is not playing anymore. Bangladesh look to be moving on beyond Shakib ul Hasan, but Mushfiqur Rahim just keeps going.
He doesn't look a day older either. Quite like some of what he's having every morning as a pick-me-up. He looks terrific, doesn't he? He's been around such a long time. What a player he's been over the years.
You're not doing too badly yourself, Michael. Well, is that one more? It is! Akshar Patel gets the outside edge from the left-hander, now from the right-hander with one that turned just a wee bit. And Bangladesh in deep, deep trouble.
Indeed they are, because if there was one batter who could turn things around for them, it was Mushfiqur. The experience, the skill set that he has, a little bit of the other bowlers, has taken a wicket in his first over. Patel's case, he's taken a wicket, he's 2 wickets in his first over.
He's on a hat-trick. There's only ever been one before this in the Champions Trophy. You're going back to Jerome Taylor in 2006. 2 slips, leg slip, catching shot mid-wicket. This is a white ball game. Oh, the catch is put down! What have you done? Rohit Sharma, such safe hands. The ball went straight to him. Oh, there's wry smiles all around, but he'll be hurting deeply within.
And the apology came from Rohit because this was a very takeable chance on a hat-trick ball. Beautiful height to take this, and he just had to move to his left and pouch it and put it down. Unbelievable.
Oh, the things you see in the game. Holds so many catches in that slip cordon. Done a good job of replacing Ajinkya Rahane there, but this had to be taken.
Yes, this was as easy as they come. Sometimes you're too anxious to pouch it. Tend to close the fingers early, so the ball bounces out.
Oh, go easy, Rohit, go easy. You never know where that injury is coming from. It's 36 for 5.
What a start for Akshar Patel there, skidding one on for the first wicket to get rid of Tanzid, then finding just enough turn to get rid of Mushfiqur, that taking the shoulder of the bat, and then finding the outside edge again.
Rohit hasn't moved yet. It's the end of the over. He's got to move somewhere. Finally, Rohit Sharma moves away from there, distraught as he was. Just that one partnership, and even that not significant. 24 between Tanzid Hassan and Mehdi Hassan Miraj. Hardik Pandya comes in, you'll see a combination of short balls and slow ones. Bangladesh already in deep trouble. Would have been 36 for 6 and a hat-trick.
This is the first one. Good catch that. Another good catch. KL Rahul. And there,
You were talking earlier, Sonny, about the medal for fielder of the match. Is there another one for drop of the match?
well, I can tell you that if there is one, that would win hands down.
Sometimes can the fielders get drawn into the moment as well and grab at the ball?
Look, I think at the end of the day, when you look at the final catch, the final wicket in a hat-trick, that is what's remembered. Not maybe so much the first and the second wicket. The third wicket, maybe that is the reason why he snatched at that. Catches are dropped, but a hat-trick catch being dropped, I think, will be remembered a lot more.
Last time I saw a catch put down like that on a hat-trick ball might have been years ago when India were in Australia. Damien Fleming had picked up 2, produced the outside edge straight to Shane Warne, I think it was, at second slip, and straight out. Oh, he'll take many good ones, but the pain of this one will linger. One of the easier decisions for the umpire. This, of course, game 2 of this year's Champions Trophy. New Zealand, as Michael said, put down a marker yesterday. This man, Michael, played a big part in that.
Yeah, they sure did, building on the excellent work from Will Young at the top of the order. He came in at a critical situation, actually, just when he needed to both consolidate and then provide that impetus towards the back end of the innings. He did it brilliantly. I think that 100 took him level with the great Martin Crowe for the number of hundreds across formats. For the Kiwis, it's a measure of how important Tom Latham has been for his team over the years and puts him top in the fantasy points table from yesterday's opening game.
Outstanding player of spin bowling. Comes to the subcontinent, scores runs.
I think Simon Dool on commentary mentioned yesterday that he thought Tom Latham was New Zealand's best player of spin, not necessarily their best player, of course, with the great Kane Williamson in the side and others, but in terms of picking length, reading length, playing spin, he felt that his role as a wicket-keeper helps him in that regard. He's certainly a wonderful player of slower bowling.
One point, I think he scored 60% of his runs behind square on the onside against spin. He's a wonderful sweeper of the ball, doesn't reverse sweep as much. They'll miss Mahmudullah today. So often he comes into situations like these, they've lost wickets, holds the fort, gets a big score. It's create an opportunity for Joker Ali. You see a few unusual shots in the game. You've just seen one as the power play ends with Bangladesh 39 for 5.
You're going to see a lot of slower balls bowled into the surface. Harshit Rana already has bowled a number. Hardik Pandya in his first over, rolling his fingers down the side of the ball, banging it into the middle of the surface. It's going to be hard to get away. It's not a quick pitch.
How easy is it to say that moment's gone? You look forward to the next one.
He's a very good fielder. In the outfield too, in his younger days, the outfield he was a top-class fielder. Now he's pretty much goes and is still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. He's giving galleys to himself.
Can you be pulled up for using swear words to yourself? Oh.
Well, a better first 10 overs
Can you be
than
pulled up for
India
using
could have hoped for, really. 5 wickets in that opening power play. Tough to recover from that for Bangladesh.
Arthur talked earlier on about the Bangladesh batters going hard very quickly. They haven't played 50 overs cricket for a while. They've come straight from the Bangladesh Premier League. Haven't played a single 50 over game.
Yeah, I put that to Mahedi actually in a pre-match interview, and he said, well, they'd had a couple of internal practice games stretched over 50 overs, but I think it's a very valid point. It's a very different rhythm to the 50 over cricket from T20. It's something we suffer in England from. A lot of our younger players don't get exposure to the 50 over game, and it has a particular rhythm all of its own.
It's always there, Akshar Patel. Whether ball, bat in the field. Always contributing. Now he's bowled another good over. Just 3 off, and after 11, Bangladesh are 42 for 5.
Counterpoint to make is that when you do lose 5 wickets that Bangladesh have done, that the 50 over game actually gives you time to get back into it. It's a terrible situation to have to come back from, but you know that you've got a bit of time to do it.
Couple of wickets for Mohammad Shami up front. He's sitting on 199 ODI wickets. Now Hardik Pandya is in good form, vital to India's balance. That was the first one off the inside edge. KL Rahul's been busy. Very good from Virat Kohli. The next one. This is brilliant from Shubman Gill. And 2 good catches from KL Rahul. We won't show the next one. That was on a hat-trick. Just came down in time. Good changes of pace.
It's a slow delivery again. It's deceived the batter. Had to change his bat speed at the last moment. He's expecting a quicker delivery. Pandya mixes it up very nicely. He got it wrong in the previous over. Two slow bounces were wide. But he's the kind of bowler that captain will throw the final over or so, like we saw in the T20 World Cup.
Yeah, there's some people who like to be in the thick of the situation, the pressure moments. They want to be in them. Not everyone does. He's one of those, but increasingly from Hardik Pandya, you're seeing him almost as a bowler bowling cutters, fast off breaks, primarily. You can only do that because you can bowl 135. Rishad, Tanzim and Taskin to come. Rishad can hit the ball, but you really don't want to go deeper. Tanzim's got decent numbers, but over a very small database. Taskin can hit a long ball, but there's a lot of overs left. Deep point, deep third, fine leg and square leg. Those are the fielders that he's got allowed outside. That's because his natural length is just back for length, sometimes even shorter. Six bowler combos working well for India. Still haven't seen Kuldeep or Jadeja. If the wickets are going to be as dry as this, it might just be the right combination going ahead.
And three of those bowlers are all-rounders as well. So that gives the team a lot of options, batting-wise, bowling-wise. Pandya, Jadeja, Akshar Patel, all all-rounders.
This will reach the boundary. Finally got on top of it, hit it down. Bangladesh 49 for 5 after 12. Just got a little bit of width that he's been craving for. He's played the shot 2 or 3 times before. This time manages to place it. So boundary for Tawheed Hridoy.
Shah Patel continues, 50 up for Bangladesh. Struggle, 50 for 5 inside the power play. Nice delivery from Hardik Pandya, just a bit short, a little bit wide, and back cut nicely, found the gap.
It's not going to get any easier here for Bangladesh, is it? They've got through the seamers now, Patel.
That's the one, that's the variation. It's where he's so good, Akshar Patel. All the right-handers would have thought about the ones that have gripped and ended up in the hands of the keeper or gone to Rohit Sharma and put down. And then the variation just skids on, tries to trap you in front. And again. Now, was there an inside edge on that? So many things to look for there. Was there an inside edge? Did it just go through the gap between bat and pad? No, it was front pad actually. Front pad. Very good. Good. Akshar Patel, 50 for 5, Bangladesh. Way outside the line. Left arm spin at the other end as well. Ravindra Jadeja into the attack. Mel Jones said it's not going to get any easier for Bangladesh. PK, what have you made of India?
Oh, well, hello, Nas. I thought you forgot me for a second there.
Easily done.
Coming into this tournament, you always felt India is the strongest team. For sure, on paper, and they played like one in this first 1 hour. They dominated Bangladesh. Made things really hard. Just thought the spinners will find it much better bowling on the surface. And that's been the case so far. One to turn like this, some have just kept straight. And on a good day, Akshar is hard to play. Today, even harder. But he has bowled brilliantly in the recently concluded bilateral against England. Looks in lovely rhythm too.
Just beautiful, isn't it? Inside edge, outside edge, both these left arm spinners. That is the key on these pitches. Challenge both edges. And that's what they're doing.
BK, is it also fair to say that Jadeja of late is potentially just a little bit tighter and a bit higher in his action?
No, man, it's a great point that you're bringing up. There's been a lot of hue and cry post the Aussie series about Indians playing domestic cricket. And guess what? Ravindra Jadeja went back to India and played a domestic game and bowled upwards of 30 overs. Picked up a fifer. As always, he's a champion in domestic cricket. And you can see that's helping him play international cricket right now. The way the ball's coming out of his hand, the consistent length that he bowls, and you're spot on there. The way he's released as well. Just good to watch. And you can see that
because it's hard to do in the furnace of international cricket.
.54 for 5.
Five matches prior to today, 50 under his belt. Much prefers to start to pace though.
Yes, he must be feeling really good here, isn't it? I heard it's very cold back home.
First day I arrived, it rained here in Dubai actually. Thought I'd brought the miserable weather with me, but it's back to normal. Perfect conditions, it really is. All that heat of the summer isn't here, it's just lovely out there. Gives himself room. A shimmy and a shuffle.
He's got a bit of an unusual way he lines up to play a defense or a shot, especially to the fast bowler as well. So he's someone you need to keep observing as a player.
And again, that has played nicely actually. A little bit of edge involved, but he knew exactly what he was doing. A shimmy outside leg, just free up the arms.
Yeah, a little bit of byplay going on now as well. Gave himself space the ball before this. And there was a little bit of byplay between batter and bowler. And he follows it up with more.
Good batting. So 15 overs done, 62 for 5, and the umpire has called for drinks. Welcome back to Dubai. India going well. They have 5 wickets in the first 15 overs, and they were going well 12 years ago in the first game of the Champions Trophy in England. This game from Wales, where Shikhar Dhawan was the star.
Oh, that's a good shot too. Oh, it's lovely. He backs a bunny, Shikhar Dhawan. But he's going to get more runs and get his 100. He's taking his helmet off.
Yeah, clearly I haven't made it to the scorecard. That's why you asked me, didn't you?
Yes. Shikhar Dhawan is here today. Actually walked out with the trophy looking as smart as ever. Yeah, he would push you, DK, but well-dressed man. Look at that. Very, very smart. Very sharp.
Well, that tournament in 2013 was the start of something special in his career as well. Him and Rohit Sharma as an opening pair. It was one of those decisions from MS Dhoni. Murali Vijay was expected to open, but then so happened that Rohit Sharma opened with Shikhar Dhawan, and they never looked back after that. Almost a decade together. Smart man, isn't he?
Very.
I hope you're not taking confirmation of fashion sense from Nasser as a win.
There are a few things you ask nice, but dressing, style, these are things that...
Again, we see him give himself a little bit of room to open up the offside. 65 for 5.
This is the challenge here for Bangladesh, is trying to find a way against this well-oiled machine of India. And who's just started his career, is just trying to find one, giving himself a little bit of movement, still not over-committing to a shot. This partnership is absolutely critical.
Zafar Ali has shown good intent here, constantly moved around in the crease, just got the spinners thinking, which is good. India looking for their extra wicket because they can run into the all-rounders, but both these batters have been clever about how they've gone about it.
And when he has made those movements, he's been stable. It's not as if he's trying to hit on the run. It's hard enough to try and score off these two magnificent Indian spinners.
Bit of a fumble. The old adage of run off a misfield. They stuck to that.
Got a boundary of a similar shot in the previous over. Rohit Sharma attacking more on the offside, having 6. Whereas the leg side, there are pretty much open spaces. Not too easy to do that against Akshar because you don't know which one's turning and which one's just going straight with the arm. Again, Akshar has been someone who's bowled beautifully today.
Just wondering what he could do if he has to do anything. And Zafar Ali jumps wide, whether he could throw it wide to try and get him to fetch it outside the off, or just dart it in. Akshar hasn't actually changed that much. He still just brings the stumps into play. Good solid block, everything in behind that. 65 for 5.